What's up, gang? It is I, Carlton Flowers, your crypto pro.
Yay!
And this evening, I'm going to share with you a little trick. As promised, it is the multiplier that I use in order to evaluate which items have the greatest potential for return on your investment. So I made a spreadsheet. And with using this little formula and then also the historic charts that I'm getting from the mynfttracker.com website, I'm able to line up some of my favorite items and see which ones might be the best investment at a particular time for getting the biggest multiplier effect for the future whenever the next parabolic run comes. Now, this is just an idea, and if it works for you, great. If not, this is not financial advice. But I just wanted to share this with the people who are asking me how I'm able to do this. So we're going to start out with the spreadsheet. First of all, let me just show you the items that I'm comparing. And I'm showing you how to do this yourself. I'm not listing this spreadsheet anywhere, and I'm also not keeping copies of the charts, but this is step by step so you can do this on your own. It's not that complicated. Very, very basic math, okay? So we have Spider-Man, common, uncommon, and rare, and then we have Captain America, common, uncommon, rare, and ultra rare. The first thing that you are going to do is look at the chart and find out what the peak price was during the last parabolic run-up. So for example, if we start with the Captain America common, here he is right here, release price of 40 gems, then we can scroll on down to the chart, and you're going to want to click all to get all of the history. And then you see here, you have the peak price, which is just under 300, just a tad under 300. So close enough that we can call this 300. Now, when you get exactly on the dot, it comes up at 295. So there's your peak price. Enter that into the cell under the common for peak price. The next, you have the current price. So in this spot, in this column here, I'm going to enter the current price. And then last but not least, for the formula, you're going to type a little equal sign or a plus sign, and you're going to select the product or the two cells multiplied together of D and E. In other words, you're going to divide that, not the product. You're going to divide one by the other. You're going to take that peak price here and divide it by the current price to see what your multiplier is from current price to the previous peak price. And so this kind of is a conservative approach to seeing what is at least minimally possible. In other words, we went from 40 to 300. So if this price was 40 on the drop, or as cheap as I got it, 30, and we know the peak price was 300, the multiplier is 10. So it did a 10x, but we're just going to take the current price right now. And it's been fluctuating in the last few days. So let's go back to our chart and get the current price, which is what? Let me scroll back up here. Where is the price? I can't see it just because I'm looking for it. It's probably right under my nose. Oh, there it is, 80. So it's at 80 gems right now. It's gone up since the last time I calculated here. So when we put an 80 in now and enter, we have a multiplier of 3.8. Now let's look at the rest of the captains. And what I'm going to do, instead of looking on that website, I'll just pull it up on my app so I can do this a lot quicker. I'll scroll down to the Captain America set, and here we go. We already have the common. Next, I'll type in the current price on the uncommon, and we already have the previous peak price of 248. It's already in there. Now, we are up to 64 from 59. Price has been creeping up just a little bit. The next one, we have the rare. Let's enter in the price of the rare. Right now, it is still at 100 gems. And then the ultra rare, let's see what price we have for that now. It did dip down to 475. Now we're up to 527. So it was at a multiplier of 4.6. That's pretty good. So when we put in 527, enter, the multiplier is 4.2. So of the Captain Americas, from the price it is right now at this moment, your highest potential multiplying effect would be on the ultra rare, coming in at 527 gems, and then taking your peak price of 2,200 and dividing that by 527. Is that right? Let me see if I've got the formula in here correctly. Yeah, it is in there correctly. Okay, there we go. So that gives us a multiplier of 4.2. So if prices change, let's say if the common slips back down, let's say common goes down to 60, that would change the multiplier to 5. So then it would make more sense to put your money in the common at that price than to go for the ultra rare at 527. So it's dynamic. So this lets you know which one is the best. Now let's make it fun and enter in the current prices of Spider-Man, because they have changed since yesterday. Since I was looking at these, they have gone up. I probably have missed some good buying opportunities, but I spent my money on a bunch of other stuff and going crazy on the comics, so I don't have anything left to spend. So let's start with the common, and it is right now today at a price of $3.95. So that drops our multiplier to 3.4. The uncommon today is sitting at $332.99. Let's go for $333. So it has actually gone down. Makes the multiplier 4. Now, once again, I already put these peak prices in. That's from the charts right there. And then last but not least, let's look at the rare. And the price on the rare right now is at $625. It's gone up a little bit. So the multiplier is 3.8. So that means of all of these that I just looked at and evaluated today at this moment, right now, at 7:22 p.m. Central Standard Time in Jefferson City, Missouri, the lovely capital city of this great state, the best buy, the best bang for my buck, if I may, right now is the ultra rare Captain at 527, because we have a multiplier of 4.2 from the previous peak cycle. And again, this is not what the next peak is going to be, but it's conservative, because I would expect that the next peak cycle will be greater than the previous. So it'll be 2,200 or more, 400 or more, 248 or more. You get the point. But this will at least let us know that at a certain current price, which ones have the greatest potential multiplying effect based on the most conservative peak price. That is it. So if you want to use this, now you know how to do it yourself. Let's go through the basics again. You list the items you want to look at. I'm not going through all 2,000-3,000 items on this app and telling you which one has the greatest multiplier, because I don't have time to do that. Trust me, I do not have time. I'm just looking at these few that I am interested in. So step one will be go to mynfttracker.com, pull up that item, scroll down to the chart, click on all, get the highest price from the previous run, the peak price, write that down. Step number two, you go to the app and get the current price of that item, and then make you a little table. List your items here, list whatever they are rated at here, put your peak prices in here, current price in the next column, and then the formula is you use the little plus sign and look it up. If you don't know how to use Excel, just look it up on Google. That's not the point. Divide peak price in D3 here in this example, divided by current price. That gives you the multiplier. Then compare your multipliers, and the one that is the highest number represents the greatest profit potential or multiplying effect that you could have. There's other things to take in consideration. Some sets or brands have a higher tax rate than others. Some might be 2% royalty. Disney Golden Moments is what, 8.5%, just like your Marvel. So make sure that you're considering everything, not just the multiplier. And that's why I say do it on your own, not financial advice, but that's a tool that you can use to play your game and to strategize better. That's all I've got. Just wanted to share that quick information. I hope it was helpful for you, and let me know in the comments below if this was helpful and you'd like to see more number crunching like this. I'm an engineer. I like to crunch numbers, so chime in and let me know what you think of that. This is Carlton, and that's all I got. I want you to like, comment, and subscribe and continue to support this great channel so we can grow our tremendous community. We will see you next time. Goodbye. Dadgummit. I'm not getting good at my swipe. My swipe game is broken.